with Digital Wandering. And as always, I'm going to start off here with the current machine that I'm using, which is a MacBook Pro from early 2011, running macOS Catalina. Now, this device doesn't support Catalina uh, naturally, so I used the DOS Dude patch to put this onto put Catalina on this machine, and it's running it pretty good. And but there are some drawbacks to running the DOS2 patch on this machine. As you see right now, it says version 10.15.4, and according to when you run the updater, it says that this is up to date on this version, but this is incorrect. When you have the DOS2 patch, it doesn't allow you to download uh, newer versions of the operating system. So this is the operating system that was current when I added the patch, and now it's stuck on this version because right now the current version for Catalina is 10.15.7. So this is incorrect. So that's one drawback during the DOS2 patch, is that it's stuck on the version of Catalina that was current at the time when you use the patcher. So that we can just X out of this. The one other thing that will not work on this machine now is the DVD player. It doesn't work anymore. And I'm just going to illustrate that here. I gotta grab a DVD real quick. And I'm not really prepared, but I think I can grab one pretty quickly here. Let's see. I would say talk amongst yourselves, but I don't think I'll be gone that long. Let's see. Okay, I grabbed a stack of DVDs here. And let's see which one. And we'll see how the DVD player doesn't work. Now, on a recent video, I showed a MacBook from 2010, and you probably hear the fans right now. The fans are really going crazy right now on this machine. This was a major, or the main machine that I used for about 6 years, from when it was brand new in 2011, for about 6 years then. And then the hard drive died on it, so I stopped using it for an extended period of time, probably about a year, until I replaced the hard drive eventually. So right now, I got this brand new, it had the mechanical hard drive, and after it died in a year plus after it died, I replaced it with a solid state drive. Also, it originally came with 4 gigs of RAM, and now it has 16. I don't really use this machine as much after the upgrades, but it is still a capable machine, and it's running Catalina thanks to the patch, but the DVD player doesn't work. So I just put in a DVD. You probably heard that. And let's just see. It shouldn't. I don't know if it will mount. I don't think it will. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, it's not mounting. It just kicked it right back out. Let's see if we can try it one more time. So that's one issue with the DOS2 patch. If you're using one of these old MacBooks that have a working DVD player, a lot of people don't care about the DVD players anymore. Some people even remove them and put in a second hard drive. But I still have some value for me for the DVD player because I have a whole bunch of DVDs. But yeah, see, with the DOS2 patch, it doesn't mount. So with the 2010, where I had the DOS2 patch on there, and it was working with Catalina. The 2010 MacBook I showed on a previous video, I eventually wiped the drive and put High Sierra on there, and now on that unit, the DVD player is working again on High Sierra. I'm probably going to keep this on Catalina. As long as I have one functioning DVD player on a Mac, I'm okay with that. But I do have the option, I guess, in the future of dialing this unit here back to Catalina. Back to High Sierra and being able to use a DVD player again. But for right now, it's going to remain on Catalina, I guess, forever from this point on until I change my mind. But so that's one issue with the DOS2 patch, and just also some other issues I had with this machine when upgrading it. And that became a necessity after the hard drive died. And in the beginning, I didn't really know anything about upgrading the machine myself. I thought this machine was factory sealed, but after the death of the hard drive, I came across videos on YouTube of people repairing the machines themselves, their MacBooks. And then I came across iFixit, which gives you detailed instructions on how to repair your machines and upgrade your machines. So that gave me the knowledge to know that this is upgradable. And it looks very easy online when you see it. And it is not so much hard, but there are drawbacks that people don't really talk about. One issue is that it can be fairly expensive to upgrade depending on what you want to do with the machine. It can be fairly expensive. Like if you want to upgrade the RAM like I did on this machine, that can cost a fairly decent amount of money depending on how much RAM you want to upgrade it to. And also replacing the hard drive, that depending on what hard drive you use and the amount of storage you want to upgrade it to. You want to upgrade it to 500 gigabytes, 1 terabyte, whatever you want to do, it's going to cost you more money the more storage or also the model of the hard drive you use. So you can put a lot of money into these old machines that, this machine right now is 9 years old. Do you really want to sink a whole bunch of money into a machine that old? I mean, it will give it some additional functionality, but there'll still be drawbacks from having a machine this old. Another thing that no one really mentions about upgrading these machines is that these old MacBooks have proprietary screws. I see so many of the update videos and they don't really mention this. So a lot of times getting into these machines is really difficult because it requires a special type of screwdriver just to get inside these things. No one really mentions it. On the videos they just pull out a screwdriver and open it up. They don't talk about that it often requires a proprietary screwdriver or a unique screwdriver just to get in these machines. Secondly, about that is that I came into a lot of trouble with my old MacBooks trying to get inside of them because of stuck screws. Like this particular machine, which was in great condition when I tried to upgrade it, it has on the bottom panel, you need to remove that in order to get inside of it. It has 9 screws. With the special screwdriver I had to buy to get in there, 8 of the screws I was able to remove with no problem. The 9th one would not budge, no matter what I did. And eventually I was able to get inside, but only by, and it was kind of by accident, but I'm really trying to manipulate that final screw. And finally the whole back panel just ripped through. The screw itself never budged, so it actually just ripped through the bottom casing. So I was able to get in and do all the upgrades I wanted to do, but I had to basically brute force my way into the machine to do it. So a lot of the guys don't tell you that when they see these repair videos online. They make it look very easy. One thing I did find is by buying machines from eBay that have been refurbished by like a Apple reseller. Normally those machines are really easy to get into because they've already been worked on by a professional who knows how to service these machines, and they have to be able to get through each screw has to be removed in order to update it. So normally when I get a machine that's been through an Apple reseller, normally I can get inside the machine pretty easily because if they had any issue with screws, they probably have professional tooling that they can use to get inside of it to get around that, which you as an individual may not have the ability to do it or the knowledge to do it or the tools to do it. So there's a lot of issues going on when you try to upgrade these machines. And even if you're successful, you're upgrading a machine that's 9 years old, 10 years old, 15 years old. Often you're just better off just getting a brand new machine. If you just want to have smooth, carefree web browsing or smooth, carefree, just all uses of the computer going forward. A lot easier with a brand new machine. But I'm more of a computer user than a tinkerer. If you're a tinkerer, you may enjoy the hunt and you may enjoy the whole process of upgrading the machines more than I do. Me, I'm more of a user, so I only really upgrade a machine once, and then going forward, I'm just using it. So that's my main experience, and that's really what I judge it by. And in general, getting a brand new machine, just you avoid a lot of the problems. But this is Digital Wandering signing off.